How much have you noticed that voice inside your head, that critical voice inside your head of late? Some call it the inner critic. Are you proud of that voice? Is it comfortable to be your harshest critic? This is a question that I ask clients because when we look a little bit deeper and we investigate where might this voice have come from, we start to realize that it's not necessarily serving us as much as we had previously thought. You know, in this modern world of striving for our highest potential and being ruthless with ourselves, having made errors or not yet living up to a certain standard, we surely think that being our own harshest critics should surely be a good idea. But when we investigate where it comes from, what we realize is that more often than not, the reason we have this inner critic and this harshness that can come with it is as a form of protection against other criticisms from other people, starting from primarily parents, then in schooling, from our teachers, perhaps in the ways that our preparation for tests or tests themselves we didn't live up to our potential in. And so to get a jump on that criticism, we give it first to ourselves so that it disarms the criticism giver from, deflating us, from taking us from that sense of equilibrium in our lives and comfort with who we are, and disrupts it to the point that we have that sense of deflation, that sense of self-consciousness, lower confidence, doubt. And what the opportunity then is to notice that if we were to speak to anyone else that way about any other action in their lives, just about, and I'd almost say in all other contexts, we would offer a more compassionate voice to that person. If our best friend were to encounter some kind of challenge in their life, or to be navigating something difficult or struggling with something, how would we speak to them? Because I guarantee you we would speak to them differently. In coaching, you might be able to have followed along with this and agree with all these things and know that a less critical voice is something you'd like to pursue in your life. However, it seems to persist. It seems to be something you wake up with repeatedly. And so it's in coaching that we get to the absolute root of what your inner critic is and where it comes from, and we look to diffuse it. And it's truly the most remarkable thing when someone can get underneath it, thank it, send it on its way, and enjoy a new future in which they are the voice of their best friend. They are the voice of their higher self, an encouraging voice, a compassionate voice, and ultimately a voice that makes room for their highest potential. Don't let your inner critic run amok. It is just not kind, and it's not serving you anymore.